Hey everybody, this is TJR. From time to time, I do get hired to do some virtual session work on another musician's recording project or album. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, but I have been getting requests for them. So here is a look at some work I did on a track entitled Dark Side of Love. For this session, I was sent an MP3 file of a work-in-progress version of the song with the guitar, bass, and drums and vocals already in place, and was asked to contribute some keyboards. As always, whenever I do this kind of a session, I listen to the track and then I create and record whatever I think works best for it. Then I send it to the artist for their approval. In situations like this, I might record multiple parts to consider, and I always let the artist know that it's up to them to keep or omit whatever I record at their discretion. So now let me shift the video view to where you can see my recording software. If you look at the screen here, you'll see here, I've actually got here on the far right side a chord chart. He sent me a document with a chord chart and lyrics. And so I actually have a section here where I can put this in notes. I can actually cut and paste it in here. So I can have it as a guideline to follow while I'm recording, which is extremely helpful. I'm going to remove those notes now because I've already done my recordings here, but this was very helpful during the recording process. Right now I've put on a piano for him. A little piano solo. Here's this piano under guitar solo. This is where the guitar solo goes. I've done a bit of organ for him and a little keyboard accent here. Now down here is the actual track. So what he does is he sends me his track of the song so far, and then I just take this MP3 and I just lay it down here as a guide track. And so just to give you a little listen, here's the song. So that's the song without any keys on it, and I of course have just muted out all of my other instruments here. So now I'm going to unmute them and we'll listen here. And so I was listening to that, okay, I think a piano should come in after the first couple measures and then it should go out and then come back in here again. And so I'm going to go ahead and play this now with the piano that I've added here. Here we go. Now one thing I should add here, this guide track that he gave me of the song here, this guide track is an MP3 file. It's not full quality, it's his current mix of the song. It's a guide. Now I'm recording, of course, full wave files, which are higher quality, so these are going to come out a little bit louder here. And of course I also have this actually turned down a bit here, the MP3 he gave me, I have it turned down a bit while I was recording because I wanted to just simply be able to monitor what I was doing better, catch any mistakes, that sort of thing. So I did this little introduction here, and then my piano goes out. My piano goes out, and then goes on for a couple measures, and then I bring the piano back in after about 8 measures or so. Within every rose bush, one waits for you. So that ends the chorus, and then the verse comes in, and I took, in order to differentiate between the chorus and the verses, which have similar chord patterns, similar chord shapes, I went from higher on the chorus to playing lower on the verses. And if I solo this here, you can hear that. Verses over here on the chorus where it's much more treble or higher sounding. And this is a common arrangement trick that producers and musicians will use to differentiate and help elevate the chorus from the verse. You play the chorus higher, you play the verses lower. I'm going to go to the second chorus here. Now to accent the second chorus a little more than the first one, I've added this keyboard accent for chorus here. And I'm just going to play this by itself. It's just a very simple little thing that would kind of sit in the background. Let me play this. There it is. Now, let me add it now to my piano here. So now you can hear that with it. This, of course, is far from a final mix, but I would assume these little accents here down here would be probably buried down a little further, even more than you're hearing them right now in the final mix, so that you feel it more than you hear it. So now we'll play this back with the actual track of the song here. Dark side of love, dark side of love, of love. So now we leave this chorus here, and we go to the next chorus, and you'll see I've put that little accent down here again on the second chorus. I probably did some variations on how I played piano here as well. But let's go over here to this next chorus here. This next chorus leads into the guitar solo. I added something on this chorus here to help lift it again. I want to lift the song up again right before the guitar solo comes in. So I've added this organ here on the chorus, and so just to give you an idea, here's the organ right here. It's very simple. And one thing about doing this is sometimes you really want to avoid the pitfall that a lot of musicians have, where they want to make everything really like show-offy. You have to understand what's just a texture, it needs to be simple, and what isn't. The piano that accompanies it is a bit more complex. But not a whole lot. And then of course you've got the other instruments too that are in the actual song, and you don't want to stomp over them. And then we've of course got our little texture here that I mentioned earlier. Right there. I added just a few extra grace notes here. It's just very subtle. And so we play this all together now with the actual track here. Dark side of love, of love. Now once again, these keyboard tracks are way louder than they should be right now. So now we come out of this here. I'm going to bring up the actual band track a little bit here, where there's going to be a guitar solo, and I put down an extra little piano track here, very simple thing, and I kept the organ going like this. It's not even a piano solo, it's more of a piano texture underneath the guitar solo. Here we're hearing it louder than the guitar solo. It will definitely be underneath it, the rest of the band. But like I said, we've just got a mix here of the MP3 of the song. This is a separate track here in a WAV file. And then of course the organ is playing throughout as well, and I'm going to go ahead and let you hear the organ and everything else with it. Here we go. The organ keeps playing throughout the rest of the song there as a texture underneath everything else. And then we finally get to the song's closing here. I'll go ahead and play a little bit of that, and I'll just solo my tracks here real quick for you so you can kind of hear them. You can see some fades I put on here on these two instruments as they come down in the volume at the end. Now I'll play this for you with the rest of the band here. We'll unsolo it and play it for you. Dark side of The recording artist liked everything I did, but decided not to use the organ parts, and that's their choice. That was from an album project entitled Nevermore by a group called Enoch The Watchers, written by Craig Conte. I think the real key on this particular track was to keep things simple. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this, and as always, if you like what I'm doing here, be sure to click like, click subscribe, and smash the bell notification icon so you can never miss a video. But what do you think? As always, please leave your comments. I'll look forward to reading them. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope you all stay safe and healthy. Bye-bye.